and will alter our DNA, which has already failed on animals and now humans. So this vaccine that's been tested has now failed on animals and humans. This is criminal at the highest level. This is organised crime. These are the villains that President Dick is not investigating. Special branch, MI5, whoever it is, are not investigating. These are the criminals. We are the victims. Yeah. Million on the 10th of October in London, when Britain and Berlin end the organised crime of Big Pharma and stop the pain and suffering of our children, families, including the Great Reset, which is now being challenged by people like me. And with millions behind us, we can end the cabal and destruction and greed. We can to help release the healthy, innocent children from the university concentration camp. Then on to Newcastle, Leeds, Preston, Blackpool, Manchester, then Oxford, and maybe Cardiff. Asking one simple question: why the doctors are not protecting their patients by giving them hydroxychloroquine? Why are the doctors not prescribing hydroxychloroquine that we know prevents COVID-19? If they do that, it will be game over. Boris Johnson, Matt Hancock will then be prosecuted and then put in prison. Lock them up! I implore all the sane residents of Britain that pay their national insurance to record you calling your doctors and demanding they give you hydroxychloroquine to alleviate your anxiety of believing you are going to die from COVID-19. And they have a duty of care to give you the best available treatment or care to keep you safe and healthy that are in many of these vaccines. The biggest threat is the cumulative effect it has on our babies that have so many close together. The rise in autism is rising at an alarming rate, and with half our children set to be suffering from this debilitating condition that affects the whole family. That's the reason. That's the reason autism is so bad. It affects the whole family. The police should be investigating this crime of humanity that is purely for greed and control.
It's become even more urgent that we get something into the law, nothing to do with coronavirus, a very broad concept that we need to protect our children as a priority, as absolute priority, and something that everybody will stand up for. So what this is about is trying to build what I really just call a national network, a kind of register of all the people all over the country standing up for children, right? That's all it is. No more, but no less. Because if enough people stand up for children all over the country, imagine in every constituency, and there are 660 of them, if you had about 500 people standing up for the children in every single constituency of the country, we would be invincible. There would be no more family court nonsense. There would be no more hidden covered-up paedophile rings and worse. There would be no more tinkering with children's minds in our legislation, like they've been doing this year. The teachers would be accountable to this huge local demographic in every place. And that's what we're aiming towards. It's a numbers exercise. It's just about numbers. And then we have what you might call a fighting force, united around one idea, because at the moment we're all sixes and sevens, aren't we?
And I tell you what, they're all looking after each other, and my mum and dad as well. Because these, exactly, these are the future. These are the backbone. When we talk about children, you know, playing on the games and everything, and not having a, these guys absolutely are stalwarts. When I was talking to them, I went over to, I found out it was Bronze Command, and questioned him and asked him about why they were doing what they were doing. Remember, they're following orders that's come from higher. Remember everybody, give yourself some space. Everybody keep space, keep your spaces, all right. So I was talking to Bronze Command on there. He did phone me back the week after, and we did have a chat. Remember, what is happening now is command, they're the ones that we need to target. President Dick is the one that's giving the orders. They are literally just following the orders. Alright, most of the police know what's going on, and they're going to be the first ones on the front line with the vaccines. What's your name, mate?
Oliver.
And how old are you?
10.
Alright, we're ready, buddy? Here we go.
My great-granddad fought in the war for us. He got captured and he escaped. A lot of people died in the war for us to have freedom, and now Forrest thinks it's acceptable to take it away. We've still got the British spirit.
Say that one more time, mate. Really, really loud.
We've still got the British spirit. And we won't give up.
I would like to say also, good parenting as well. You've inspired these brave boys here, and they came back after what happened a couple of weeks ago. So I'd like to shake Dad's hand. You heroes of the future.